Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Egwene. That's what I'm talking about, Egwene. Get down, get that bitch. Get down. As you can tell, I am very happy. My girl done freed herself. I mean, okay, let's get into it. We got to get to it. So we pick up 3,000 years ago. Now, immediately I was sat. I sat down at the edge of my seat. I said, bitch, we are in a flashback. I love flashbacks. Maybe it's because I love looking at Luce Thurin. Child, that man fine as hell. Anyway. So we see that they're locking Ishmael up. And Luce was just like, I guess he's just tired of fighting with Ishmael. So he just locked him away. He was like, you be aware, I guess, but not fully conscious. And obviously it seemed like Ishmael ain't getting out anytime soon, because he was like, Luce was like, even I can't break this shit, so good luck, mama. So I can't wait till we get more pieces of the past, y'all. Like this, I love the flashbacks. I need to see the breaking. I'm gonna be saying this every season until we see the breaking. So we pick up real quick with the Whitecloaks and Dane and them. They're getting ready to attack the Sul'dams. Y'all already know. So this is really all you need to know for this scene. Also, they're talking about the prophecy of the dragon being bannered across the sky in fire, whatever the hell. And Dane was like to his father, do you think that it's true? And the response that he got was, their prophecies are just the lies of long dead witches. I am definitely happy that Dane is over here talking to his father, getting in as many words as he can, because babes, your daddy is not going to survive this episode, babes. Your dad's not going to survive the episode, babe. Hope you got all the Father's Days and birthdays in that you could, babe, because parent cut that shit short. Anyway, so we make it back to Lanfear and them in the ways, and I was just like, oh girl, it's about to be messy in here. Lanfear is smirking and shit, of course. And she says to Lan and Moiraine, you two are being very quiet back there. Should I worry? Lanfear is so... So they find the gate to Falme. And Lanfear says to Moiraine, why don't you open it? And Moraine's like, oh, Ishmael took my power. And I was like, girl, if you don't shut the hell up, Moiraine, girl. Nice try with that one, bitch. But if the Emerald seat saw that your ass didn't have no goddamn powers, bitch, you better believe one of the Forsaken. You better believe that Lanfear could already see that shit. I knew that Lanfear seen that shit even before she said anything. Lanfear was like, you are alive only because I allow it. You have a role to play. And I still cannot get over how quickly Lanfear just snatches open these way gates. Moiraine be praise dancing in front of that shit. That shit take 30 fucking... that shit take 30 minutes to open up, girl. Lanfear just do a fucking gang sign. That whole open up, bitch. That shit is crazy. Anyway, so she blows a kiss to send them through, and I love it. Lanfear is such a stunt queen. I love it so much. But before that, she said, when the time comes, raise the banner. I think that's very important now that we've seen the entire episode. Seems like Moiraine and Lan are near Falme, but not actually deep in it or at its center. I just wanted to say that this location, wherever the hell it is very beautiful. Wonder where they filmed it. Now, Rand freaks out because Lanfear channeled in the ways. And so we know that the Black Wind is going to be coming, but Lanfear does not give a damn about any of that. And she tells him that there are faster ways to Falme than even the ways. And of course, we've seen that with Matt when they took him to the ways. And I mean, just the way that Lanfear and the Forsaken and shit just move through space. Like, we see that they move quick as hell. And they don't be needing the ways. So Rand says he doesn't trust Lanfear, but Lanfear comes back to that by saying, I'm the only one who cares about you. Everybody else just cares about what you can do. She tells him to close his eyes as the Black Wind closes in. Obviously, they're going to Falme. Now, Perrin and Avienda and the girls are about to walk into Falme, and Perrin tells Hopper to stay outside the city and that he'll be right back. I'm just like, girl, y'all are about to be fighting in there. Yeah, ain't no be right back. I mean, I don't know what you expect going in there, but I mean, I guess I understand it though, because it's like, bitch, I don't want you around this fighting. But as we can see, you know, child, I'm not even gonna get to that yet. Lanfear tells Ishmael that she brought Rand to Falme, and Ishmael immediately freaks out. He's like, girl, we are not ready for this shit. He is not going to swear to us. And Lanfear says, girl, you will never move on a plan because you need every little thing to be in the right place. And if it isn't, we won't get nowhere. So she was just like, girl, I'm gonna do what I have to do. I told him that I'd help him kill you if he joins us. He needs to know that we aren't all the same. Ishmael is just like, girl, why did I wake this bitch up? Why did I wake her ass up? He's like, why did I wake you up? And they talk about how they balance each other out. And then we have this wide shot of all the seals here. It's giving foreshadowing. So the Whitecloaks, like the weirdos they are, send children to do a job they could have easily had the grown-ass adults do, but whatever, this is war, I guess. They block out the Shan-Chan's vision with all the smoke and come in to attack the city. Them bitches could not close the gate in time. The Whitecloaks headed straight to the tower. It is war hole. Nynaeve is right here asking us, asking Elaine how she looks as a Sul'dam. I was like, bitch, you look good as hell. You look like you about to drag some slave masters, and I'm ready for that. So this ex-Sul'dam here, Nynaeve's prisoner, looks terrified as hell, as she should be, because she's about to be interrogated. Because we need to know about the kennels and stuff. So we switched to Egwene real quick. Rena was like, all right, mama, you can try me in this cell. You can try and get lippy with me in this cell if you want to. But in public, bitch, if you you know what I mean, don't comply with an order, I'm gonna cut that tongue out. It seems like Rena likes to listen to Jill Scott's song because she said maybe we could just be silent. She was going to slice that tongue. And then Egwene just sat her ass down there like she didn't hear what the fuck Miss Mama said. And so Rena was like, all right. She whipped out the steak knife and said, bitch, you gonna stand the hell up. And so she did. I was like, oh my goodness, just keep your hands, keep your knives, keep your utensils off of Egwene. Are you serious? Rena took it a step further and said, hey, I've been seeing how you've been tugging on that braid and braiding that shit. I bet it would hurt worse if I chopped it off. And she thought she was somebody's hairdresser, chopped off Egwene's braid. And that's when I was like, yeah, you gotta chop off this whole head. Egwene, you gotta chop off this whole's head. Obviously it's a cultural thing for her. It reminded her of home. The head needs to be rolling. That's immediately what I said. And Rena, you will pay. You will definitely, well, you have paid. Rena, you have paid for your crimes. It should have been a little bit long. I'm gonna get on it. Hold on. So Ishmael is over here freaking out. He's like, girl, we have to get rid of Lanfear. Yes, she swore to the dark, but there are many ways you can, survive the night, live through the dark, obey the dark, whatever you want to say. And Ishmael was the one who woke Lanfear up, and now he wants to remove her ass from the board. We find out that the Dark One gave Lanfear eternal life, and also Ishmael's plan is to force Rand's friends to the dark so that he himself will turn to the dark, or feel that he needs to turn to the dark in order to save them. Now back to Nynaeve as a Sul'dam. She's interrogating this prisoner, explaining how it feels to use the Adom to Elaine, which was interesting. She's just like, it's a bundle of sensations. All I got to do is push. And yeah, this ex-Sul'dam, my prisoner, will be feeling pain. And the ex-Sul'dam is just like, oh my goodness, just take this off of me. Oh my gosh, I swear I will give you anything you want. And I'm just like, girl, are you serious? This shit ain't coming off. Are you serious? And then, now, notice how Elaine was over here like, oh my gosh, Nynaeve, what are you doing to her? And I'm like, whoa, Elaine, now is not the time for this weak stomach shit. If you can't handle it, look away. But we're going to have to do what we got to do. She's a Sul'dam. Are you serious? You're going to have to look away. I'm going to get the information that I came here for, okay? Now, this ex-Sul'dam going to have the nerve to say, I know where they'll be in the tower, but we can't go like this. Oh my gosh, because I don't want them to see me like this. Oh, the great shame of being a woman who could channel the great shame. The slave master is mad because she hates the necklace that she puts on everybody else. Isn't that rich? Girl, we're going to the tower. Get the fuck up. Get your ass up. We going to the tower. What are you talking about? So yeah, the Adom only works on women who can channel. So if the Shan-Chan see that it works on her, like this woman who used to be a Sul'dam, that means she would stay a Damane. Like they'd be like, oh girl, you were a Sul'dam, but girl, that shit would not be spread across your shoulders and chest like that if you weren't supposed to be a Damane. So we just gonna keep you like that. That is that's why she was over there freaking out, girl. The shame. Her brain was breaking. Now, I absolutely love what Nynaeve said here. She said, if you even try to get help or deceive us or anything like that, I promise you that you will curse the first kiss your mother ever gave your father. And I was like, and I believe it. The look in Nynaeve's eyes. Yeah, this is what we got to do to save our friend, bitch. If you in the way and you a slave master, you ain't no mercy for you hoes. Ain't no mercy for you bitches. Now, I was very glad that when Rand saw Egwene, he didn't do anything stupid that would have got her hurt even worse. Very happy about that. Rand using his noggin for once in his goddamn life. Moiraine and Lan are over here talking. Lan wants the water bond back. And Moiraine was like, damn, girl, you sure? Because I was dragging the shit out you, girl. You sure you want it back? Like, I was really eating you up, babes. Like, every day. I mean, was asking you where the dinner at. Go get your ass back in the kitchen, bitch. Remember when she was at her house? And Lan was like, bitch, you want something to eat? No, it was a mess. It was an absolute mess. But Lan kind of saw through some of the shit and he was like, I know why you're trying to shut me out. You don't want me to feel how weak you're feeling. He brought up that we are not equals thing that Moiraine has said. And Moiraine started crying and she's like, you know, the only reason I even could say that, because obviously Aes Sedai always tell the truth in some way. But she was like, the only reason I could say that we aren't equals is because you've always been my better. And I was like, oh, girl, I guess. Because that's not how you meant it when you said it, bitch. I mean, that tone was sharp. I remember when you was on the horse, the look you gave his ass on that horse. Ooh, I said I'd be so messy, child. But you know, it was cute. Like, for the show, for the moment, it was really cute. Narratively, it was fun. It was romantic, whatever. But I was just like, Moiraine, girl, y'all love to flip and twist the words, babe. Lanfear was not wrong about you hoes. I was like, you were damn near spitting that land when you was on the fucking horse. But I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it, Moiraine. I thought this moment here was beautiful, like seeing the bond being restored and what that looked like, and it's just like all the threads and it was just cute. It was just cute, and they had their little moment. I was like, oh yes, finally, Lan, you did not deserve that shit. Let me tell you something, Lan. I would not treat you like that. All right, Lan, come on over here. Come over to the dark side, babes. with Ishamael, goodness. We could cuddle, bitch. Ishamael like to cuddle, as you can clearly see, bitch. So, like, you come on over, babes. Come on over. I would never do you like Moiraine did you. That shit was grimy, bitch. That shit was messy. All right, so Perrin and friends finally meet up, right? They find Loial and them with the horn. Loial's like, we gotta find Egwene. And Intar was like, okay, but we have the horn. Like, this shit is crazy. We have to be worried about that. We know the horn brings back dead heroes. Now we know, child. And Loial gave this sermon about being the heroes of today. I was like, yes, y'all need to listen to Loial. Like, y'all need to stop playing with Loial. Like, y'all, I'm a Loial loyalist. A Loial defender, okay? Listen to him. We are the heroes of today. We are heroes of this age. And we need to go get Egwene. Stop playing. So now switch to Egwene. Egwene is now being forced to fight. I think we're made to believe that she sees the Whitecloaks or maybe Child Balder or something. And she's like, okay, I can at least blast they ass, right? Like, let me just aim the one power, aim some fucking fireball, which of course her fireball is the biggest there. She's Egwene, she's a bad bitch, right? Let me just aim my fireballs at the fucking Whitecloaks at least so I can get them off the map. Turok here, this moment was so wild. Turok here is about to go looking for the damn horn, but Rand shows up in his damn, what is it? Darth Vader ass. This Darth Vader ass scene. So Rand shows up, and Turok acts like they about to sword fight. Girl, please, I can channel the one power, bitch. Why the fuck would I whip out my sword for your dumb ass? Let me tell you something. If I could channel, I would not care what these hoes talking about. Let's, don't use your powers. In like scenes like, superhero movies, some superhero shit and anime shit, they be like, okay, don't use your powers. You're gonna have a fair fight. Nah, bitch, not me, bitch. I can channel the one power, ho. Like, you have to either get with it or get lost. And that's what Rand said. He kills most of them. The power looks so cool when he sent them shots over. Like, the sound that played too during that shit was cool as fuck. I was like, okay, Rand, okay, you using your powers a little bit. But then this guy, the last one remaining, kills himself by stabbing himself in the stomach. Let me tell you something. If I had to do some shit like that, and for whatever reason, I'm not stabbing my stomach, girl. It's giving heart or jugular or brain or something. Like, girl, let's make this shit quick, bitch. Why the fuck you stabbing yourself in the stomach, bitch? Your lunch about to fall out and you still gonna be awake. He was still die in the process of dying while Rand was walking past him. No, bitch, that's too long, ho. And you gotta, this shit sticking out your abdomen. No, man. Go for it. I'm going for the vitals, babes. This death gonna be quick. Not like y'all can't play with me. Anyway, so once I was out there fighting, I was like, yeah, girl, it's talking about I'll hold him off. I was like, yeah, girl, he's gone. I was like, no, my eye candy, he's gone. Oh my god. But yeah, he's gone. So sorry. Moraine and Lan talk about Lanfear and Moraine says that Ishamael didn't wake the other Forsaken because they would be way too hard to control. He can't even control Lanfear ass. Moraine also says that they were, obviously the Forsaken fought amongst themselves all the time. Moraine tells us that Lanfear, Ishamael, and Luce were inseparable before the War of Power. And she tells Lan that she thinks that she knows where they are and that Lanfear planned it. I want so badly for Lanfear, Ishamael, and Luce to be like a throuple thing. And I just, I'm a part of the LGBTQ, the alphabet mafia. Like, girl, I'm gonna want to see queerness on the screens, girl. I want it to be a throuple so bad. Because it feels like it. Like, why did they have Rand chilling around in the fucking bed and when they went to the dream world at one time? Like, it's a lot of moving parts going on. And I would like to see a lot of their moving parts in the same bed. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. This scene here was hilarious because the summary of it is that Lanfear is just trying to drop the rest of the Forsaken in, before they get out. Drop the rest of the Forsaken, the seals, whatever, in the middle of the sea. I was like, damn, girl. She's so messy. I love her, though. Oh, my God. So the High Lady here tells Ishamael, it should be me defending the tower. You got them looking at Egwene and shit, bitch. It should be me. It should be me. And Ishamael's like, girl, what the fuck? First of all, I didn't even know Turok is fucking dead and the horn is gone. Are you serious? What? I don't give a fuck about you or what you got going on. It was here that Ishamael got the plan together to use the strongest Damane on a ship to gentle Rand. So moving to Mat. They tried to tempt Mat with the damn dagger. Okay. And Matt's like, I'm not going to touch it. I definitely did not believe him. I was like, girl, here he go. He about to touch this shit. He over there itching and scratching and shit. I'm just like, girl, if you don't move this dagger to the other side of the room and go sit down somewhere. Anyway, he ends up tying that shit to a stick and making a spear out of it. Then he breaks out. I love how chill they were when Mat left the room, because I'm sure they fully expected him to have touched it. But he fought their ass off and took off running. Now, Egwene is standing on here just refusing to fight. And we already went over how Rhaena really values how she's seen by her peers, by her culture. And Egwene is obviously, conquering your Damane is a part of that. But Egwene is just like, girl, I'm not going to fight. I think she sees the suffering down there. I think she saw a kid or some shit down there. But either way, innocent fucking civilians. And she was like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit. She's like, I'm not doing this shit. And Rhaena was like, Rhaena was asked this by the other Sultan. She was like, basically, do you have control over your damn Damane? Like, what's the tea? And Rhaena was like, nah, actually I do. And from the look on Egwene's face, she knows that it's tongue cutting time. It's tongue cutting time. It's tongue slicing time. All right. Switch to Nynaeve and Elaine. They walking through this fucking city with the prisoner Sultan, and we finally found the tower. Back to Egwene. Egwene was about to get her punishment from Rhaena when the Whitecloak's trebuchets hit the tower and realign everybody's wig and plans. All right. So from high up, one of the Whitecloaks shoots Nynaeve's Sultan prisoner. She dies, and then we see what happens to the Adam when a Damane dies. That shit just disintegrates, falls off of everybody, right? And so they stand there. I'm just like, once y'all see this Sultan Damane, you know what I mean? Once they shot that Sultan, I would have been like, girl, we need to take cover. Y'all just standing there. Bitch, and you dress like a whole Sultan. Like, Whitecloaks are here to drag the shit out of the Shan Chen. So it's like, why y'all standing there? Either way, Elaine gets hit with that shit. So we gonna come back to that. The crew meets up with Mat just as more Shan Chen come in. Going back to Egwene. Egwene gets up just as our blue Aja girl dies. And then when she does, the A-down falls off of her neck. Very important moment. So Egwene was already just like putting two and two together. She's like, bitch, I'm finna get out of here. Right? But then Rhaena gets up. I was like, god damn it. Rena said some dumb shit. She's like, this is your fault. They hit the tower from your position. And I'm just like, Rena, you're fucking crazy. They were planning on coming for the tower regardless, Egwene being there or not. What are you talking about? Rena's just so delusional, girl. Rena was delusional, not is, was delusional. Let me get that right. So Egwene said, good, I'm glad I did. Rena didn't like that shit. Rena did not like the sound of that shit, and she reached out to hurt her with the Adom. But before she could even realize it, Rena was in an Adom herself. I was like, yeah, my girl is free. Well, I was like, my girl about to be free. She's not free yet at this point, but I was like, yeah, girl, she got your dumb ass. She got your dumb ass. And then Rena has the nerve to say, stupid Egwene. And it's like, girl, you lying already right there. You of all people should know Egwene ain't fucking stupid. So she said, stupid Egwene, the Adom only works on women that can channel. And Egwene was like, I know, dumbass. I realized since you could see the weaves that I was doing and we're connected in this way, I realized that you can channel too. It's not like the water bond. You can fucking channel too. It's just that you Suldam are so fucking weak in the power. you bitches are so weak in the one power that the searchers, the people looking for Damane to enslave, could not find y'all. They could not even, it didn't even register on their scopes, babes. And of course, Rena's mind is breaking, right, at this point, because, she's like, oh my God, my whole life, I'm over here, dedicating everything to enslaving women who can channel. Have this deep belief that any woman who can channel like that, deserves to be controlled. And here I am, a woman that can channel. Girl, and like I said, if the Adom works on you, the Shan Chan will just keep that shit on because you're a woman who can channel. Period. Doesn't matter if he was a Soldom before. So, a mess. She tries to punch Egwene, and you know what happens. First rule, you cannot hurt your Soldom. I was like, yeah! Say that shit again, Egwene. Say that shit again! She said, first rule, you cannot hurt your Soldom. I was like, you sure in the fuck can. She said, the only way you're getting out of this collar is if I let you out. But first, you have to let me out of mine, Then the moment that we have all been waiting for, she pushes Rena up onto that fucking ship and watches her choke on out. And I'm just like, yeah, I hope you enjoy the pain. I hope you enjoy the pain, Rena. Because this scene should have been as long as the episode. We should have watched every proton be ripped from your motherfucking bones, ho. I wanted to see it. But I'm glad that Egwene got her lick back. She puts Rena up on that goddamn hook and watches her choke out. And I'm just like, don't cry now, mamas. You were chilling like this when I was up on the hook of death. Let's see how you like it. Now, remember that because Egwene is still Rena's Damane, she's feeling the pain. She's feeling the pain that Rena is feeling right now. But it's like, girl, she already had went through that shit. You already put her through that shit. So she's just like, and on top of that, because Rena says here, you're still connected to me. You are my Damane still. If I die, you die. And then, but I'm just like, but before that happens, I'm guessing, Mama, that you're going to take off my Adom first to try and get me to release you. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. And that's exactly what it did. Rena choking out. She takes it off and finally frees Egwene. Yes! And then Rena here begs Egwene to free her. But she doesn't. Eyes without pity. Eyes without pity. She watches Rena die on that goddamn shit. As she should. Choke on out and die. I was hoping that Egwene would not take her off that hook. I feel like TV, stories, a lot of shit, they obsessed with this kind of redemption for people who do not really be deserving it like that, especially from the perspective of the characters. And so when these characters turn around and make these decisions like, oh no, I'm gonna free my captor or help my kidnapper, or, I'm not gonna kill my abuser or some shit like that. It's like most times it don't be making no sense at all. Because if I experienced that amount of shit, yeah, I'm gonna want your head. I'm gonna want you to feel the same. I'm gonna want to put you to the same torture you put me through. So sometimes I feel like because, you know, a lot of media is so obsessed with this idea of always forgiving villains and always giving them a redemption story, sometimes you have these protagonists acting in ways that don't make no goddamn sense. Or, you know, no matter what your morals or whatever you think, based off of what the character went through, or what another character, the villain, put our protagonist through, that, like, yeah, girl, she might want her ass dead, and that's how things go sometimes. And so I hope nobody mad that she done killed Renika's bitch. She was a slave master, ho. Like, I really think that time, I'm about to start preaching a little bit, but I think that our obsession with redemption for these villains kind of ties to like the social political climate that is going on today, where you have these vile racists, vile abusers who ruin communities and ruin lives. And then you have these people being like, oh no, let's reach across the aisle. Let's meet them halfway. Let's be forgiving. And it's just like, no, let's punch Nazis and keep it moving. Like, so I don't know. I'm happy that her ass did not lift her ass off that hook, because I would have been pissed. So yeah, my girl is free. My girl is free. Hey, my girl is free. Bitch, you can't keep a bad bitch down. Hey, you can't keep a bad bitch down. Hey, bitch, you can't keep a bad bitch down. Ha, my girl is free. And then here come Rand. Here come fucking Rand. Right as I freed myself by myself, here come Rand talking about, I'm sorry, I should have told you. I thought it would be better like this. I thought it would be better this way. Girl, move the fuck out of my fucking face. Bitch, I can't. Like, going through all that shit, Egwene's so traumatized by this point and dazed. I honestly would not have even known what to say to Rand's annoying ass. Like, girl, we just need to finish this battle so we can, I don't know, have a big ass brunch and talk about this later on. But bitch, you don't have to get the fuck out of my face right now. You gonna have to get the fuck out of my face right now, girl. Just as Renna took her last breath, here come Rand coming running up the stairs. Bitch, move. Girl, move. But anyway, they about to leave, right? And then here come Ishamael. He's so goddamn powerful. He just throws their ass around. He just throws their ass around. Ishamael gives the signal. And then the Damane shield Rand so that he can't channel. And it's like, Rand, we're going to have to learn a defense against this or something. We're going to have to, I don't know. I don't know if there is one. So Ishamael tells Rand, if you keep fighting, you'll turn them, your friends, to the dark, like you did to your friends in your last life. So I'm like, ooh, girl, we need a prequel series. Like you did to your friends in your last life, like you did to me. I need to see the story, but I need to see the story. So then we switch to the Horn of Valir. It looks cool as hell. I don't know why they're just having it out in the open, not even concealing it in any kind of way, but whatever. It looks cool as hell. I really did not want it to be no regular ass, boring ass horn, like somebody like we go to band camp or something like that. I'm so happy that it looks like a fantasy horn. Like, come on now. So Matt is told to get the horn to Rand as Shan-Chan soldiers close in on them. And then Dane recognizes his parent, which obviously is important for the last part of the episode. He's like, 2 rivers? Yes, ho, 2 rivers of blood on your daddy's chest. 2 rivers of blood. Yes, Dane. 2 rivers of blood on your daddy's chest, ho. Okay, so this scene was crazy because this arrow is sticking out of Elaine and Nynaeve can't fucking channel. Oh my God. Nynaeve, are you gonna have to go back to the fucking tower for some extra tutoring? You're gonna have, I mean, you need to complete the courses, the prereqs. You need to sign you into a dorm or something, sign you back in, get you a meal plan, get you settled in on campus, because bitch, you're gonna have to learn how to channel. I'm so sorry. I don't care if you have to go back to the Ice to Die, to the White Tower. You're gonna have to go back, babes. You're gonna have to go back because this is ridiculous. So they had to push that arrow out so they could get to Egwene, bitch. Elaine was screaming. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if y'all would have had to hold me down. That shit looks so fucking painful. Just because I guess if you pulled it out the other way, it would have just ripped her flesh all out and shit. I'm sure with the barbs and shit. So Elaine was just like, girl, leave me here. I'm gonna slow you down. You need to go do what you gotta do. But then Nynaeve says what we all been thinking is just like, girl, if you get up there and you can't channel, then what is the goddamn point? Like, what is the point? We need Elaine up there. So then switching, Child Valda's over here tackling Perrin. I'm like, oh God, he reaching for that axe. It doesn't matter. Child Valda got this knife all up in my man's face. Get out my man's face! Get up off my man. I'm the only one allowed to be on my man like this. Get the fuck up off my man. So I just really want Perrin to beat Valda ass. Like, I'm so tired of Valda getting his ass. I'm so tired. But then Hopper comes in. I'm like, he saves the day. I was like, yes, oh my God, yes, woohoo, yes. Like, jumping up for joy. And as soon as I started getting out my seat to jump up for joy, Dane's daddy gonna come out of nowhere and just kill him with one swing of his axe. That shit was so traumatic and violent and sudden. I was like, oh my God. It felt like I felt that shit, you know? It was such a sad end for Hopper. We see his Hopper spirit rise on up, and we also see Perrin's anger rise on up too. So Matt is here. This scene was cool. Matt is here he sees a bunch of Shan Chen. We cannot fight them all like that. He's just one person. As much as that dagger is dragging these bitches, like he's just one person. So he blows that horn. And in my head, I was like, I wonder what's going to happen, because I thought that, I don't know, based off of the way that Loyal or whoever had said get this to Rand, I thought like the dragon was the only one who's supposed to blow the horn. But he blows it. I was just wondering how the lore and shit worked. So he blows that horn and wakes the heroes of the horn. And we see Uno with the eye patch and everything. They tell him that he's one of them. And they begin this cool fight sequence. I love how everything is in slow motion. Was in slow motion immediately after Matt blew the horn, because I'm like, if y'all gonna have this whole conversation before or during a fight like it's anime, at least slow time down, at least slow the perception of time down so we can all do this, whether it's in our minds or whatever, while our enemies are coming toward us. Like, because other shows, they be having a whole entire, thesis statements, conversations, dissertations, while they're fighting it. I'm just like, y'all, this is why the heroes always get whacked, because they run in their mouth. So I think what Matt said in the old tongue to start it all off was, let's toss the dice or some shit like that. Y'all know I'm not a book reader, but I think that's what it was. His ass a gambling addict. Anyway, we switch back and we see that Dane has seen that Perrin killed his father. And he starts freaking out. I'm just like, girl, y'all are why y'all freaking out? Y'all are a militaristic group that goes around torturing and killing folks. What did you think you were going to see when you joined it? Death and destruction. So now your daddy dead, we supposed to care? Like, girl, I don't know. It's like, now this rivalry going to start because you bitches are... It's just, okay, you shouldn't have killed Hopper. I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't have fucking brought your axe down on Hopper. And Chavalda, we're going to tear his ass up too. I like that we get to see Uno come down and give Perrin his shield. I feel like it's the only reason it worked against Ishamael's attack later, because it's from someone who is a hero of the Horn. Ishamael is pressing Rand to join the Dark. Rand says in all his lifetime, he never ever has. He's sure of it. This moment here when Matt thinks he's gonna sneak up on Ishamael, it seemed like Ishamael even saw Rand's reaction to Matt coming up. I'm just like, girl, like he knows Rand saw Matt behind him. And earlier he implied he knew that Matt was gonna kill Rand anyway. So it's just like, you ain't sneaking up on Ishamael. Matt tosses that spear and at Ishamael, but it was just illusion. It was just an illusion. The spear goes right through that illusion and strikes Rand. Matt freaks out. It's like, oh my God, my brother. Girl, I would have been like, bitch, you hit that target. I'm like, you got some good ass aim, girl. Ishamael said, such a simple illusion. How did you not see it? Girl, because I'm new to this. Girl, y'all are Forsaken. What do you mean? So he's about to attack Rand, and that's when Egwene pushes Ishamael back. Yes, a mother stood up. A mother stood up, and that's when a mother stood up. She puts up a shield, and that shield looks strong as hell. I was like, yes, God. Yes, God, y'all ain't messing with Egwene. Y'all ain't fucking with Egwene. She done been through much pain. Y'all ain't fucking. That's a bar right there. Y'all ain't fucking with Egwene. She been through so much pain. Are you hoes insane? Ishamael says, girl, you cannot fight against the Forsaken. Egwene was like, girl, watch me, ho. And honestly, she wasn't even fighting. She was just trying to block his attack. She was holding back his attacks. I love to see two people who can channel going at it. It looked so good. Egwene's shield looks so damn strong. Those flame attacks from Ishamael were absolutely crazy. Y'all ate that up. Showrunners, y'all ate that up. Moraine can see people on the ships are shielding someone, and she thinks that they are shielding Rand. And Lan was like, okay, I get it, but what if, you know, this is what Lanfear put you here for. What if there are innocent people on the ships? Like, what if? And Moraine was like, girl, I will let 1,000 people, I will let 1,000 innocent people die if it means that he survives. Get with the program, babes. This is Rand. He has the power to stop everything or defeat the Dark One. We gotta make sure that he don't join them, okay? By whatever means necessary. The Shan-Chan start coming up the cliffs, and that's when it's time for our faves to get to work. Let's get into it. Moraine grabs this damn one power, bitch. Let me tell you something about Rosamund. Rosamund Pike knows how to perform down. Do you hear what I'm saying? I love how she performs the channeling. I love her channeling. Ever since the first episode of season 1, I fell in love with that. With the way that she channels. I love it. It's so graceful. It's so, like, you know, majestic. It looks like she's feeling that power. She's moving. And then y'all know this is my favorite move, bitch. Y'all know this is my favorite move. She brought back the little Kim, bitch. She brought that. Ah! Moraine brought back the little Kim. She brought the. Yeah. I was like, okay. I love it. I was like, I wonder what her ass gonna do with the power. She's aiming at the ships, but what exactly, you know, how exactly she's gonna use the power? Cause it didn't seem like no little tiny shit that she was doing. It seemed like she's about to do some big ass shit. I thought maybe she would push the water and destroy the ships with a big tidal wave in the same way that the Shan-Chan pushed the water into a big wave at the end of season 1, but obviously that's not what happened. We'll switch back to Ishamael. He's really drilling into Egwene's shield. And Egwene was like, girl, I'm sorry. She told Rand, essentially, she just looked back at Rand like, girl, I'm sorry, but, you know, he about to take this shield down. I'm really trying, but, you know, he is forsaken after all. But then Perrin comes up with a shield. Oh my God, hey, my man. Nynaeve shows up with Elaine. The gang's all here. Oh my God. I actually thought they would try to link with each other to try and fight Ishamael. Because yeah, Nynaeve can't channel, but if you could tap into her power, plus Egwene's, plus the dragons, plus Elaine is strong as hell too, like, we could really get a lot done. But they probably don't know how to do that yet, and I wonder if it's even possible to link men and women who can channel, like, because we only seen women, like, we only seen Aes Sedai linking with each other, so I wonder what, like, if it's possible. This scene was wild too, because while Rand was literally bleeding out and suffering from a dark magic gunshot wound to the stomach, he doesn't miss the chance to be flirty and horny, bitch. Talking to Elaine, talking about, who are you? Rand, your girlfriend has a shield up right now facing Ishamael. Girl, can you keep it in your pants for one moment? I mean, you was fucking Lanfear and got us into this mess in the fucking first place. Keep it in your pants, goddamn. Even at death's door. Anyway, Elaine heals the wound as best as she could while Nynaeve looks on. And I'm like, girl, you're gonna have to learn some things from Elaine, at least. Something. If you don't want to go to the White Tower or something, I don't know. You're gonna have to go to the White Tower. I'm sorry, Nynaeve. Like, I'm really so sorry, but you're gonna have to. This is ridiculous. This is season 2. This is ridiculous. Get your shit together. I love the joke, girl. Moraine is voguing and giving a hand performance, and it, guess what? It's 10s across the goddamn board. Look at her ass. Oh, I love the pose. She's graceful. She's giving it to you bitches. So she's sending the one power straight to the ships, and the Shan-Chan can sense it. They look terrified, and she fucks they ships up with flame explosions everywhere. I'm like, yeah, put some respect on Moraine's name. They knew that after a whole entire season of her not doing shit, we wanted to see it, and they gave it to us. Now, Red can finally channel because the shielding is down now. But I guess he decides not to really do a whole lot. He just put the one power in his sword and just stabs Ishamael. I was like, all right, girl. You know, very quick battle. But, like I said, y'all be so mad because Rand is not seeming like the main. Some people be mad because Rand is not seeming like the main character and it's about the girls and stuff. I'm just like, well, if the girls are doing what the girls do, then tell your fave, tell Rand, tell your character to step it up, because I really wish Nynaeve or Egwene was the main character. Anyway, so he stabs Ishamael. Then Ishamael says, "It's beautiful. Do you see it, Luce?" And then Rand says, "What do you see?" Then Ishamael says, "Nothing at all." And I'm like, Ishamael, we gotta get you to a therapist. I'm so serious. Like, I'm so serious. Someone help this man who clearly has major depression and ideations. And as someone who sometimes battles with depression, that shit is not fun. And clearly, even the Forsaken cannot handle that shit. We gotta look for a therapist that accepts the Dark One's health insurance plan since you employed by him, and get you some help, babes, because this is not it, babes. So Moiraine has finished destroying the ships, but she is still blasting that fire around, and it looks so good. It looks fun. It was so great. It was so great to watch her eat them ships up. Lan comes up behind her and touches her shoulder like, girl, you got him. It's okay, babes. It's okay. It's okay. They're retreating. You got him. Moiraine repeats a prophecy and makes a damn fire dragon to proclaim him as the dragon. And even Avienda says, Karakan, or whatever she says, the chief of chiefs. Moiraine was the one who fulfilled the prophecy, and I'm just like, that's something to think about when you know that Lanfear told her to go ahead and do it. And speaking of Lanfear, right? Lanfear's over here smiling, but then we cut to her finding out that not only has this new Forsaken named Moghedien been released, but Ishamael released all the Forsaken. Moghedien said that Ishamael had this suspicion that Lanfear would betray him. That's exactly what happened. She says that, she tried to channel, Lanfear tried to channel, but Moghedien says, bitch, please, and traps her, squeezing her ass up in that web. She says that Lanfear and Ishamael were too close to the dragon to really do what needs to be done. And Lanfear was like, girl, you don't want to fight me. Moghedien was like, girl, this is not a fight. This is a warning. You need to stay away from him. He's ours now. All 5 of them. Interesting. All 5 of them are. Moghedien teleports away and leaves Lanfear shook. Like, we had never seen Lanfear shook like this. Then Lanfear says something I think is very, 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 very interesting. Light help you. That's what she says. This last line of the season. Light help you, Rand al'Thor. And I'm just like, why would someone from the dark say light help you? You know, and she's over here helping Moiraine and shit. Like, she's over here telling her to raise the banner. She's over here smiling when Rand was proclaimed as a dragon. So what's the actual tea? Like, obviously, and Ishamael is not comfortable with that shit. He's like, obviously knowing that Lanfear has betrayed him. So it's like, what exactly is going on with that stuff? Like, what are we supposed to think about that? Anyway, like I said, this show is everything. I cannot wait for fucking season 3, bitch. Y'all need to get to, I hope y'all need to be done filming. Like, I'm ready for the next season, bitch. This shit was so good. My girl is free. Egwene is free. That's a mother. That's my mama. She's free. That's all that matters. I think that this finale was excellent. You know, some shows, it's like, damn, bitch, I wanted the finale to bang a little harder. That is definitely not the case here. I think the showrunners, actors, everybody did an amazing job. Can't wait to see the next season. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll check y'all out later. Peace.